sur ma chaîne. I want to wish you guys all a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you are all fortunate enough to be with your family and friends, and if you're not, I hope that you enjoyed it nevertheless and spent time doing what you love most. I feel very lucky and privileged that I was able to be at home for quarantine. I know a lot of people that were not able to, so I don't ever take that for granted, and there's no better place than to be at home at my parents'. And we just opened gifts this morning, so I'm still literally in my pajamas from last night, and I'm going to open my Christmas gift from my parents. They got me a MacBook Air. This is the new version of Air with the M1 chip. If you guys don't know what that is, Google it, because I'm not a tech channel. I'm not going to go over the specs with you because it's been done a million times over, but just know that it's the latest, like the laptop, the MacBook in the Apple world. I'm not sure what's going on with like PC stuff, but right now it is the laptop, and YouTubers are raving about it, and it's like amazing. It really killed its predecessor. So let's open this. So the first thing is we've got this USB-C to Lightning, and I think all the gadgets and everything are going to be starting to switch over to USB-C. M1 is still very, very new, and it's going to be slowly switching over to that as well. So let's open this, shall we? It's that like plastic and getting up. It's going to be so nice. I'm kind of sad because I love my MacBook, my 2015 MacBook. I'm actually really attached to it, and it's never given me any problems. The only issue with it was that the USB ports were getting a bit weak when it came to charging my phone, but when it comes to like everything else, like I'm literally using my ring light with one of the USB ports in my old MacBook Air 2015, and it's fine. But when it comes to my phone, it's got to be like a new port. So anyway, here we go. I'm like looking at my laptop right now, my 2015 MacBook, and I'm like, oh, it's just like my baby. And I've never had any problems with MacBooks. I'm a die-hard fan. I've had almost every single brand of PC laptop out there, and all of them die. I think the only one that didn't die was the Acer, but still they slow down and they lag and everything. Okay, just open the top. It's gorgeous. So this new version of gold, there have been 3 different shades of gold when it comes to the MacBook. There was a very yellow gold, and all my friends say that's kind of cheesy. There was a very pink gold. They called it rose gold, but it looked more pink than rose gold. And this is just the gold. But this actually looks true rose gold. It's got that very copper kind of rosy tint to it, but it's not so pink, whereas like it's just pink. Whereas the old versions were like, oh, it looks pink. Even though you call it rose gold, it's pink. This is a true rose gold, but they call it gold. They're so edgy. Apple is just so edgy, right? Like, I'm not even shocked. So it comes all wrapped up really pretty in protective tape, and it smells like factory. I almost don't want to open it. It is gorgeous. It's so classy, but it's like feminine. I wonder if it's slightly larger than my 11-inch. I think it's a 13-inch. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. And it's so lightweight. The wonderful thing is it doesn't have the bezels like the... here we go. They got rid of the butterfly keys. I actually personally never had a problem with the butterfly keys, but apparently a lot of people did. So they went back to like the scissor key, which is like a traditional key, but improved, and it's supposed to make typing a much smoother and improved experience.
Use English as the main language.
Everyone's raving about the new Magic Keyboard. So this is called the Magic Keyboard. Okay, move this paper. Look how thin the bezel is. So it's almost non-existent. It's so cute. I like that. It's just all a screen. So you can set that up. It's gorgeous. The MacBook Air logo is actually printed in the same color as the MacBook, which is the gold color. So I assume it's the same for all the other colors as well. I think you're getting a really good deal with this one, because if you get the iPad and then you purchase the Magic keyboard on its own, that keyboard is like $300 or something. You've got speakers here, which the old 2015 MacBook Air does not have. And you've got a much larger trackpad. I really like that. I swear, it just feels the exact same as my old 11-inch. That's really cool. The only difference, though, it doesn't have that Apple light that you see that we all love, but that's the way Apple's gone. That's the direction they've gone. They wanted to take out that light and I guess make it a bit more sleek, even though I'm a big fan of the light. They've also taken away the magnetic charging port. That was another complaint a lot of people didn't like, is because everyone loved that magnetic charger, because you could rip it out by accident. You could trip on the wire and it won't send your laptop flying across the room. And it was just a nice thing to have, but everybody's moving to this USB-C stuff. So that means a lot of extensions and add-ons and dongles and things like that. But it is what it is, and that's the way they've gone. So you kind of have to move with the times. And then, so same kind of charger. Looks a bit smaller than the other one, which is always nice. And the great thing is USB-C you can buy literally anywhere. You can go to your local TJ Maxx, Marshalls and Ross and buy USB-C cable in case you lose one of these or it just expires and it doesn't work anymore. So that's it. I didn't want to go through too much specs with you, but I just want to show you the difference. I'm going to compare the two. I'm just actually going to get my other lamp. So this is my old 2015 MacBook Air. This is my baby. I'm so attached to it. I'm kind of sad. I'm going to have to sell it. But again, I was going to have to replace the battery because the battery starts deteriorating after a while. When I went to the Apple store, the guy was like really impressed. He's like, you doubled the lifespan of your battery because you took really good care of it. He said most of the time when the battery is at where my battery is, he said it would have been like 3 years ago, like after 2 years. But because I never leave the charger in if my laptop battery is full and I let my battery drain away all the time till 0, that's how you preserve your battery. So never leave your laptop charged. Well, you know, even though they say the new ones you can, I just still don't. So let's compare. I'm going to put, so you see the Apple logo is actually smaller. We're just going to compare the physical differences. They literally feel basically the same weight, even though the 2015 MacBook is smaller. They are almost the same width. The major difference is the height. See? And I'm going to compare, but they're so similar. They got rid of this black piece, right, which is a lot sleeker now that the whole laptop is more uniform. You can see they got rid of the USB. The old laptop is the magnetic charging port, the USB port, and the auxiliary port, and they no more. Everything is connected to the USB-C. See, that's an auxiliary port right there. Auxiliary port. They just moved it to the other side. So you can still hook in your traditional earbuds and earphones, and you don't have to get a converter or like an adapter because everything is these right now. So yeah, so that's about it. If you look at the front, let's look at the front. Pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. A little thicker. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's a tiny bit thicker. The actual frame on here is a little thicker, but the overall whole thing is actually thinner than the old one. So the other one, this one tapers more to a thinner edge toward the front. This one doesn't taper as much, but the whole thing is overall smaller. I'm really happy with it. I will do another updated review once I start using it more often. once I transfer everything over to it. How did I get makeup on it already? I really don't want to start using it fully though until I get like a complete skin. I want to get a vinyl skin, one of those clear ones that protects the whole thing, because I'm really OCD about that kind of thing. They also made the rubber grips on the bottom smaller. So everything just looks a bit sleeker because it's not as bulky looking, I guess. So that's that. Thank you very much for watching my unboxing. Again, Merry Christmas, and I wish you all a very Happy New Year. Bye-bye.